What up YouTube? Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Crystal Castle / techno / house beat. I'm also going to go into the drum patterns of things and show you guys how to think about it and make it, or how to just replicate it from an old song. I'm also going to go into the sound design of things and sound design things in Serum or Purity or any VST that of your choice. So I'm just going to play a little highlights section of this beat I made and then just break it down for you guys. Okay, then hopping into the main melody of the song, I made this this little lead in Citrus and Serum. The Serum one was a preset, which is So Dreamy, but I made this lead in Citrus right here. And you guys can copy it if you want. This is what they sound like layered together. And then honestly, for the real main part of the song are the vocals, which I got from a free sample website, and I did mix them a lot, and I'll show you guys the mixing track here. I just added a fruity compressor on one of them, and then I added some reverb delay, a little alter boy. I'll show you what that comes in for later, and just reverb delay and a compressor basically. And this is the intro of the song.
Everybody's trying to pretend that everything ain't broken in the end. Tell me you're scared to shut the voices out.
So now I'm gonna get into the drums of the song, and I'll play the drums for the beginning, the build up, and the drop. So I just have a basic kick, and I think this is a clap or snare melody. It's just every bar, or it's a fourth bar. Oh my god. So I have a drum on every beat for the BPM. So the BPM is 144, it's on every beat. And then the snare comes in on the offbeat. So for the build-up of the song, I have like real kick on every other beat. And then I added a reverse kick to kind of fill in the gap a little bit. And it sounds like a heartbeat. So then for the drop, I kind of bring the drums from the beginning and the build up together, and it sounds like this. So for the pre-drop, the vocal pre-drop, right before it drops, as you can see, it goes up in pitch and format, and this is where a little alter boy comes in. So if you want to create an automation clip that makes the sound go like this, you're going to want to add little alter boy, or really like any other pitch or format plugin that you have, and then go to the pitch or format. You're going to want to move the knob up or down, and then go to tools / tweaked, and then it should say like little alter boy pitch or format right here, and then you click create automation clip. And then once you have the automation clip, you go like this, and you're going to want to copy the original value that it's at right here, because that'll be the main pitch. And then basically just put the pitch all the way up. I didn't put it all the way up here because it sounded too high, but just put it to whatever volume sounds good, and then make sure it's on single curve, so the pitch will go up like a riser pretty much. So I'll play the intro of the song a little bit to show you guys what it sounds like all together. And if you want to hear the full song, I released it on Spotify and SoundCloud, so I'll put the link in the description. Alright, this next song is something I'm actually like pretty proud about. I made everything from scratch, and it doesn't sound like the best right now, but I'm getting it there. So the first part right here is like pretty much like house, or I'm not sure what to call it. Like it's just like drum and bass or something like that. And the second part over here is like techno, you could say, or something like that. So I'll play the lead part right here, and I'll show you guys what it sounds like, and I'll go into Serum and show you guys how I sound designed this sound, and then I'll go into the mixer track and show you what I put on there. So to me, it has like a really like mysterious sound to it, and I'll show you guys the pattern right here, and then I'll show you guys the mixer track. Alright, so to make the sound, you're gonna want to go into Serum and turn on both oscillators, and then go to Analog and choose J and O for both. And then you're gonna want to turn the unison up to about like 14 or 15, like 14 to 16. Should be fine. And then we're gonna go into noise and go into analog, and then choose MICR noise. You're gonna want to turn the level up a little bit, turn the phase down. Usually like the default should be fine, but turn phase up to 10, rand up a little bit. Okay, then we're going to make sure that's in trig, turn mono on, and I like to turn the port time to around like halfway, so like it's like 270 around there. Something like that. Just play around with the slide time and everything, and you should be fine. Okay, next we're gonna go into FX, and we're gonna turn on hyperdimension, distortion, chorus, reverb, and EQ. Everything should be default in hyperdimension, and then in distortion we're gonna press tube. We're gonna keep it on tube. Go to post, and we're gonna turn up our EQ to get some highs in there, so around there. You can copy the values if you want. Then we're gonna turn our drive up to about like 90% around here, and then we're gonna turn our mix down just a tad bit to around 90. Everything should stay the same on reverb, and then on EQ we're going to choose this high right here. We're gonna turn the gain up a little bit, and then move it towards the high end. There's a lot of highs on this sound, so move it to about like 4,000 hertz. Just play around with it. Just play around with it to get the sound right to your ear, and that should be it for the sound design of this. And now for the mixing track, we're just gonna add EQ, take out some of the lows and stuff. And then I have 2 delays on this sound, so I have a delay on 12, or what is this, or on 8, sorry. And then I have a delay on, I think 4. Yeah, on 4. So these delays come in at different times, and also this delay is on invert too. So I made an automation clip for these delays right here, and the automation on the 4 comes in a little later, and it makes the sound very like spacey, repeating a lot. And then the delay on the 8 is more like subtle, so I'll play the difference for you guys. So this is with both of them on. And then you could really hear when the 4 delay comes in around here. Now I'm going to play the resound for you guys. So I'm going to keep my automation clip with the sound on. But I'm going to show you guys how it sounds like. So I'm not going to remake the sound like I did for the first one, but to make this resound, you're going to want to go to basic shapes in Serum right here. And then you're going to want to click on wet position and move this to the second, or you could click on this and click on the second right here. You're going to choose a second sound for both, so make sure you have oscillator B on too, and do the same thing. And then move the unison up to 2. Just copy these values over here, but we're going to use the J106 noise, and turn the level up a little bit, turn the pitch up, just copy these values. And then we're going to have the same thing. We're going to turn on legato, and we're going to make sure it's on porta around 240, 250. Make sure it's on mono too. For the FX tab, we only have distortion. We're using tube distortion. Everything's basically default. Just turn the drive up a little bit. And now for global, you're gonna want to turn the width down for over here, all the way down to 0. And then make sure this width is on 100. And then make sure the range under unison is on 2 for both. And then for the automation clip, I just automated the EQ so that it'll move up and down to give it like life, or to feel like it's moving or alive. So what you want to do is, like I said earlier, I know you can't really see it because of the face cam right now, but you're going to make sure that you're going to want to move this around a little bit, and then this value should change right under here. It depends on which EQ you're using, but I'm using 5, so it's going to change under here. And so you want to move this a little bit, then go to tools, and it'll be under last tweak down here, and you can't really see it. And then go to create automation clip, and then just automate it like this, or however you want, and then it should look like something like this. So the drums are pretty simple. I just have a basic kick with some added 4s or 2s over here, and then it goes into a snare for 4 bars, and then it goes into hi-hats for another 4 bars, and then it goes into the other part, but I'll just play it for you guys. So I'm going to play this part for you guys right here, and then I'll go into the techno part. Okay, so now for the techno part, I got a little creative. So once the normal part is finished, I cut the main melody into like a little build up here. So I'll play that by itself, and I'll show you guys like how I did it. I just basically like cut it, and you'll hear like how it plays into the whole song. Okay. So for this part over here, I also used this melody. I made this pattern unique, and then I pitched these down an octave and then these up an octave, but basically they just play while the kick and the techno kicks are playing. So I'll show you what that sounds like. And then for the only part of this song that I didn't make myself are these techno talks. Not really too sure what a talk is, but in my opinion, a talk is like a techno pitch kick that doesn't have the low end. So I added more kicks to it to give that low end in the punch, but these are the normal talks. And then for these, I pitched these talks up by 12 semitones or an octave, and then these are the normal ones. So I'll play it for you guys. So I also added some normal kicks for the drop part. And to go along with that, I also added some 808s. And the 808s and kicks are sidechaining, so it's not muddy when the kicks play. To do this, all you have to do is click on the kick, and then you're going to want to right click this and click sidechain to this track. Then go to your 808s or whatever you want to sidechain, make a limiter, go to comp, where you see sidechain, you want to right click and click on the kick. And then you're going to want to go to threshold and turn that up a little bit, and make sure you turn the ratio all the way up. And then you can play with the threshold a little bit, how you want it to sidechain. Okay, so now I'm going to play this whole thing together and show you guys how it sounds. Okay, that was really it for this tutorial and this song. I know I'm pretty bad at explaining stuff. I do have more songs too, if you guys want to have more tutorials, or if you want to see how I did other things. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments, I'll be sure to answer it.